All right, so Layla here. First of all, tell us what the cheer's been working on. Y'all been doing lots of after-school practices. What are you getting ready for?
Oh wait, we're getting ready for competition. We've been learning our competition dance. Maybe like end of November, we're gonna start doing basketball. Yeah.
Basketball season's a long season for cheer because there's lots and lots of games. Are y'all going to split into several teams like you have in the past for basketball?
No.
Everybody's going to be at every game.
Everybody's gonna be there, but not everybody's gonna be cheering.
Okay. When is competition? When is y'all's competition that's coming up? Is it November? Zion, when is y'all's competition?
First off, we do split in teams. It's on the calendar, Layla. And number 2.
That's only for the first game.
But it's going to be multiple games.
I know that, but everybody goes. Everybody bees there.
Everybody cheering.
I just said that. Everybody's gonna be there, but not everybody's gonna be cheering. Miss Lewis, did I not just say that everybody bees there, but not everybody cheers?
She said that everybody would be there,
Probably
but not.
just say you did it.
I did.
Anyway.
Clarification: when is the actual December?
It's in December.
December. So we're working towards December. Now, I walked through the Commons during practice yesterday, and we had everybody, Layla here was as follows. And I made a comment as I rushed by real quick. Do you remember what I said?
Told me to wake up.
I said to wake up. The other cheerleaders next to you laughed and snickered too. They thought that was hilarious. Have you not been getting enough sleep?
Oh no, because I gotta wake up and come here. Welcome to Eagle Vision for Wednesday, October 23rd, 2024. I'm Layla, and today's top story highlights the archery team as they prepare for tryouts in the coming weeks.
All right, so we have a brand new archery club coming to the school. Now, there's a lot of students and a lot of excitement about archery because of all the interest, which you said was well over 70 students. We're going to have a tryout. So tell us about the tryouts, the date of the tryout, and then what students need to know.
We had an enormous turnout. I had enough turnout to field 2 teams. Unfortunately, I'm only allowed to have 1 team. So we do have to do the tryouts. We're going to hold tryouts in the cafeteria on Tuesday, November 12th from 4 to 7:30. I have to do a safety orientation, unfortunately, or fortunately, and it should take a lot of time, so I wanted to do something before we got to the tryouts.
Now, there may be a lot of confusion by students on exactly how archery works. For high school, it's typically actually done indoors. Can you explain a little bit of how the equipment is set up and how that works?
Yeah, correct. Archery is an indoor sport, and it is a spring sport, so you go January to March. There is an extreme version of the sport, but that is for much more advanced archers. So everything we'll be doing is inside, and it has to be in an area that's large, and a lot of safety precautions that take place. The gym is the ideal location, but the gym is the basketball team during the spring. So we'll be doing everything in the cafeteria.
Tell us a little bit about what some of the equipment will look like. Is it just going to be one target? Typically, I've seen it looks like a number of targets are set up, and then students stand somewhere between 30 to 50 feet back. How does it work?
Yeah, so the targets are at the end of the range. There's a safety curtain that goes behind the targets, so if the arrow misses the target, it will hit the screen and fall down. Typically 4 to 5 targets wide, so we can have up to 10 students shooting at the same time. The shooting line is about, for competitions, about 10 to 15 meters. There is 2 locations, 10 and 15 meters, so up to 50 feet away. And then there's a cushion behind the shooting line where anybody else who's waiting to shoot has to stand behind that line as well. So there's several lines throughout it, but the shooting line is typically between 35 to 50 feet away.
So obviously with a sport like this, safety is of utmost peril, and there will be a lot of information that students will receive about that. Equipment-wise, we know that students will need a physical before they come to tryouts. If you don't understand students about what to do with the physical, you need to talk with Coach Faulkner or see Mr. Hoffman. He can help you out. But once they get that physical, what other equipment is the school going to provide everything that they will need for the sport?
Yeah, they bring themselves. The school has gone out and purchased equipment, should be arriving anytime. We've got the bows, we've got the arrows, we've got the targets, we've got everything that they need. Students can purchase their own bows if they want to. It's the Genesis original bow. It can't be anything else. It has to be that particular bow, and no modifications can be made to the bow at all. It has to be as it comes from the factory. But we'll have all that. So if you're just trying out to see if it's a sport you like, don't go spend any money. I do recommend a shooting glove. Because those strings after a while can start to wear on your fingertips, but it's not required.
All right, so to finish it up, you said you did have some information you wanted the students to be aware of ahead of the tryout.
Correct. The safety orientation takes about an hour. So to try to get 78 plus students through an hour-long orientation before doing tryouts would be a very difficult task. So what I've done is I created a Schoology page that has all of the information. It has a tryout form. It has a safety, all the safety videos that they need to do, all the safety terms they need to review, and then it ends with a safety test. They have to have a 100 on the test, but they can take the test as many times as they need to get that 100. But that has to be done prior to coming to tryouts. So you walk into tryouts, you completely received your safety orientation and your safety training, and you're ready to shoot. It is on Schoology. If they want, they can come see me in D7. I have a form that gives them directions on how to get to the Schoology page and become part of it. And I'm going to be posting those up around the school as well, so they can take a picture of it. And I've asked Ms. Patberg to also broadcast it on our ads on EVTV.
All right, well, thank you so much. We'll be looking forward to checking out archery this season.
We wanted to give a shout out to the football team for an amazing win over Hernando Friday night. The score was 35-0, giving Horn Lake our first district win for the season. We'll sit down with Coach Hicktorn later this week to break down the game highlights.
Ladies and gentlemen, we do have the fortunate experience of having one of our players eligible for Player of the Week. If you will go out and support Saban Williams, it would be a great honor if we can get him voted for Player of the Week. It's a great thing to get notarized across the state. Please follow the link that Mr. Lewis is going to post on our school website. We thank you.
This week's feature vocabulary words are trial, uniform, and variable. Trial, a specific experiment or set of experiments within a larger context. Uniform, evenly spaced, always the same, showing a single form or character in all occurrences. Variable, in an experiment, an element, feature, or factor that is changed within the experiment to determine its effect.
The FCA Choir is looking for more students to join. If you would like to join, see Lakevious Bounds. Also, if you would like to get an FCA shirt, see Lakevious on Wednesday services or during his teaching times on Thursday mornings from 7:05 to 7:30 in E6. The Drama Club will present their production of Night of the Living Dead on Wednesday, October 30th, Thursday, October 31st, and Saturday, November 2nd at 7 p.m. in the auditorium. Doors open at 6:30 p.m. and tickets are $5. For more information, contact Mr. Algie on the Fine Arts Hall. The Mayor's Youth Council is holding a book drive. You can drop off new or gently used books in Mrs. Fullerton's room D8 between now and November 22nd.
Good morning, Horn Lake High. I'm Miss Fullerton, and we're going to talk about Mayor's Youth Council. I'm here with Teresa, and what's our fundraiser we have going on right now, Teresa?
Right now we have a book drive for Mayor's Youth Council. If you have any books, it doesn't matter. I would say 6 to 18, any books, doesn't matter. You can bring them down to Miss Fullerton's room.
And so they can be new, they can be gently used. And where are we taking these books? We're looking for these books to be donated. Where are we going to take them when we're done?
These books will be donated to Le Bonheur.
Yeah, so we want to be able to bring some books to the children that are in the hospital. So, yeah, I think all ages, young adult, teen, kids, little kids, babies. Anybody else?
Teenagers too.
Yeah. So, yeah, we'd love to get lots of books. We're going to be running the book drive until what day?
Until we'll say the week before Thanksgiving, like Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I think we're gonna stop it on that Friday before we go up for Thanksgiving, which I think is November 22nd. But in case you forget, we got a sign posted over by the library. So, thanks so much.
Thank you. Make sure you donate.
Knowledge Bowl meets every Wednesday in D8 from 3 to 4 p.m. All are welcome to join. The senior ACT will be Tuesday, October 29th. We ask all seniors to save the date and be sure to attend school on that day. The ACT is very important to your continuing education post-high school. That's it for today's episode. Here at Horn Lake, we are better students, always growing and expecting more. Stay tuned for your lunch menus and athletic schedules. We'll see you tomorrow. Have a fantastic day.